So, what's up folks? Welcome back to Bfong Dev channel. And what is the last time you go on stage? And what do you feel about that? And for me, that is a terrifying experience is, from what I can say, going on stage, standing in front of a crowd, speaking publicly, being a teacher, being a host is a nightmare. Has always been a nightmare. My first ever try to get on stage and performing, it's just so horrible, so unacceptable that I cannot bring that up because it's so embarrassing. So I did sing on stage in front of like 1,000 of students in my school, in front of my classmates, in front of all of my teachers, all my acquaintances, and there's a lot of strangers. I don't know a lot of people in my school, and I messed up on stage. I forgot the lyric and I sing so too little. The volume is too small, nobody can hear me, and it's just so terrible and traumatizing. I hate that experience. And after that, I did find a method, a philosophy, a mindset to overcome stage fright, and it did work. And is not only just works, it immensely skyrocketed my performance on stage in front of a crowd. So believe in me, I'm gonna give you guys a way, that absolutely guaranteed way to achieve confidence on stage in any situation, singing, hosting, performing, acting, all of that in this one single video. So enjoy it. So step number one, the most important step is to be who you are when you're alone. Be your true inner self. Be yourself. That is the most vital thing when you go on stage, that help you the most. So how being yourself gonna help you at all? Like, just be myself, just act like I'm alone in my room, and is that gonna help me? Sure, I'm pretty sure that's gonna help you. So when you're in a crowded situation, you have to stand on stage performing, you're always thinking that people are caring about you, paying 100% of their attention to you. Which that is not true at all. And even if you are on stage, most of the time the audiences don't give a damn about you. They don't direct all of their attention or giving you enough care. They don't care about you at all. So that is the key. If you know it, no one cares about you. So it doesn't matter. Be your true self. Be yourself, the one that you act when you are alone. How do you act when you stay in your room, your bedroom? How would you act? It would have been more confident. It would have been more assertive, more charismatic when you are alone, right? So imagine that you are in your room, no one else. No one expects you anything because, and even if anyone does expect you to do something, it doesn't matter at all because you won't do it, okay? And you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. For example, when you go on stage, the first thing you're gonna think is, I have to satisfy all the audience here, and that is the false way of thinking, and that only leads you to destructive of performance that falls short and not excite, interest your audience enough to draw their attention into you. Instead, you should believe that, imagine that when you are standing on stage, imagine that you're standing in front of your family, your friend, your closest friend, and you just perform to them. Imagine they are as your friends. Talk like their friend. Do not pretend it. Do not be pretentious. Do not act. Be yourself. That is the key to stage confidence. The key to eliminate stage fright. First key, self-belief, and do not act like you are in front of a crowd. Yeah, that is the first step. The second and also a paramount thing, so important that you have to acknowledge it in order to get through your fear and social anxiety, which is to have to come after your fear, especially social stage fright. And what I mean here is that fear is not easy to eradicate, to mitigate, or to eliminate. It needs to be dealt with many times with a high frequency. And the fear of standing on stage, performing on stage in front of thousands of people, it's a big fear. It's intimidating. It's so large that most of the population have it, and it's really rampant. Affects a lot of people's career. A lot of people choose to avoid singing, hosting mics because they're scared of being watched by other people, and that's the reason why they give up in the first stage of getting used to be on stage. So from what I'm gonna say is, the things that gonna truly improve you is that progressively approaching stage fright. What does that mean? What does that thing translate to? So you have to immerse yourself in that fear, that phobia. You have to immerse in that. You have to hunt it down. You have to live in fear in order to escape fear. For example, if you have the fear of ghosts, and many people have that, same for me, and the only way to not be scared by ghosts is just sleep with ghosts, and which means you have to sleep in the place that is dangerous, out of your comfort zone, go out on a limb. And that's true. A lot of people go past, overcome, breakthrough, have a big breakthrough when they just stop thinking about the scary stuff and start to do it. And it is the same for stage fright. You have to live in stage fright. The more time you approach stage fright, the better it is. The more failure you have, the better chance you're gonna be confident on stage. So for me, after like 3 or 4 times on stage, it get better. My confidence, my self-control. I have a tight grip on the performance itself. Despite a lot of my performance has failed, fall short, but I managed to just push through it, and I don't have a flawless performance, but I think I have a good one. And the thing that matters is you have to always get back, try again and again and again and again and again, times and times and times and time after time, and you will definitely, it's just a matter of time before you get used to being on stage. So what I mean is, if you fear being on stage, why not being on stage? Yeah, it sounds counterproductive, it sounds counterintuitive, it sounds paradoxical, but it's true. It's really extremely goddamnly practical. And okay, the next time I want you to comment any event, any opportunity that you can be on stage, comment it down below this video, and maybe give me a subscribe. I don't really need that, but yeah, I hope you have the best chance against stage fright, trying my methods.